Hey guys, Will Machine here. So first of all, if you haven't heard, my voice is a bit sick, so yeah, sorry about that. And today we will be talking about that one time that I was there and witnessed a fight go down right in front of me. So yeah, let's get into it. So hello and welcome guys to this video. Today I will tell you this tragic story while playing Cool Math Games, the coolest site on the planet. So yeah, I did get a microphone in between my last video. It's been like a really long time since my last video, I think. Discluding any videos I may have made on mobile or any videos that just sound like screeching pits of the mines. No one wants those. So yeah, anyway, I will cough once in a while. Warning you, I'll probably cut them out. But yeah, today we will retell this scary tale of that one time my friend got beat down by mafia-style bullies. So no names will be revealed in this story, as it is somewhat serious, and I don't want anything to happen between me. I just don't want to get involved. This isn't recent, but there's no reason to get involved. Chillins. If you don't have to, don't do it, kids. That's same thing I would say for drugs. But anyway, basically what happened is I had a friend, and he was a very close friend to me in elementary school, and there's two bullies which had previously bullied me as well. I won't name, I'll give them names because it's just easier for me to retell the tale. So one of their names was Jimmo, of course not real, but we'll say his name was Jimmo. He was the guy doing the fighting, and then there was some random name, Slick, because that was a random name that was given to him by a teacher. So not many people will know who these people are. So Slick now is a pretty okay guy. I don't know about Jimmo because it's been a really long time since I've seen him. I guess one day when we accidentally cross paths we'll know. Sorry for random clicking in the background, I'm fidgeting with the microphone stand. But yeah, basically what happened is the tragic tale was that day was a pretty off day for my friend over here. We'll name him Woodwall because I'm looking at a wooden wall. So Woodwall was a very close friend to me, but he was challenged in some ways. We'll say he had anger issues, but he had a bit deeper than that. But I don't want to get into specifics. Again, I don't want to give people out. So yeah, that whole day was a bit off for him. He was just jumpy and quick to anger. I mean, like, we were doing math that morning, and someone went to him. What a mistake they made, as they didn't know that Woodwall was going to snap on them and snap their neck. So we were doing math. He was very stressed out because of the math, because our elementary school hammered us with so much math work in general. They basically expected us to be Albert Einsteins at what we did. For some reason, I have no clue why. It's very strange when your school hammers you with so much work and then you go to high school and it's easier. Tell me in the comments if that's your story as well when you went to high school after elementary school, if it was easier for you, because for me and most people that I know, it just became easier. I don't even know why, how, or any of the in-betweens, but yeah. So, Woodwall over here was not feeling it at all. He was upset, and we were being hammered with work like normal. The teacher didn't really explain it well. I'm pretty sure we had a supply teacher that day. It was really not a good day to mess around with Woodwall. So anyway, the kids would still mess around with him because they got a funny reaction. He would always turn around and just like freak out, and he would never hurt anyone, but it would get a funny reaction. The kids were going nuts on him like normal. They do that to me as well. Well, they did. I was in the same school. They often did pick on me, as well as Woodwall. So we both were being picked on because we were both very stressed, and that can be an issue sometimes when the later events happen. So yeah, we had 3 recesses in the day. I don't know how much recesses you guys had. We got 3, and then we got 2 snacks, 1 lunch. The lunch was the long one, being 10 minutes long. Snacks are just kind of whenever the teacher lets you. But yeah, which was very horrifying, considering that it basically led us onto a playground where a majority of the people there were just volunteers and wouldn't do squat. Like, I'm not even joking. This one time, it involves Woodwall again. He was being pulled around, being called a slave by others, and I thought, wow, that's pretty grim. Better do something. But yeah, I decided to help him out by pushing them off him and then running away with him, which seems pretty logical at the time. And then he told the teacher, because he was pretty much traumatized. Of course, this isn't just like childhood play or anything. This is, he was not voluntarily asking to be pulled around or signaling that he was playing their game. They just grabbed him and pulled him around and called him their slaves. It was very weird. So yeah, basically what happened is Woodwall was doing that. I was helping him. We told the teacher said that she would do something, which she didn't. Woodwall decided to tell the teacher later, which makes sense, and the teacher told Woodwall that I should have, instead of helping Woodwall, I should have gone to the teacher, which did nothing anyway. I should have told the teacher, which supposedly, theoretically, would have done something about it, but they did nothing. So yeah, that's a mini story in story time, I guess. But yeah, the lunch recess came along. First recess wasn't really that good. Woodwall and I were being bullied by Jimmo. They were just kind of following us around and just gawking us. Because me and Woodwall were kind of introverted, especially at this point in our lives. Especially me. I'm less so introverted than I am or was back then. Woodwall's still a bit introverted. But still, we were both really introverted, and we liked our alone time. We just kind of talked one-on-one often about politics and things like that. I know that's not very childlike of us, but we used to say our childhood was thrown down the drain long ago, which I guess you could say is true for many people. But yeah, what had happened is we were talking and they were gawking at us. That was the whole recess. So then we did our work again. I remember it being a very work-intensive day. The science work was insane, like normal anyway, and it was endless and kept on going. So then Woodwall and I, then we were getting ready to go, and which one was in our class, I couldn't remember. It was either Jimmo or Slick. I'm pretty sure Slick was in our class, but he was following us again and gawking at us, and again, we like our alone time. He did not respect that. We told the teacher, they ignored it, like normal. A lot of teachers just ignored things back then, probably thinking, it's the silly times of the child. Leave it alone! But yeah, that's really unfortunate, considering that if the teacher had done something, chances are that Woodwall wouldn't have gotten pushed to the way he was, and the fight would have never happened. And yeah, so then we got outside and we were waiting for the bell to ring. Jimmo and Slick show up and they're gawking at us again. It's just non-stop. And then I walk over to Woodwall's brother and I'm just talking to him because he's kind of funny to talk to sometimes. He has a lot of fun things to say, a lot of strange things to say, so I go over to him to talk to him from time to time. So I go over to Woodwall's brother, and Slick, I see Slick pushing Woodwall himself towards Jimmo, and I'm like, oh no, I might have broken out. Then me and Woodwall's brother go to him, and we watch the transpiring events as they're making fun of his challenges, and then that's when he snaps. He shoves one of them to get away from Slick, who is holding him down. He shoves Jimmo. Jimmo then shoves him again. And remember, this person has, I'm going to say, impulsive anger issues, especially for this time. So they jumped on Jimmo, and they started fighting. This is when the fight actually started. So Woodwall had pushed Jimmo into this sandbox area, and Jimmo is he's a very big guy. He starts attacking poor Woodwall. And then Slick has this metal scooter that's really sharp on the corners for an unknown reason. Like, that factory he's probably sued multiple times. But still, the really sharp edges, he just hits me and Woodwall's brother so to prevent us from helping for, again, unknown reason. An important detail of the story is that the bell to leave the school had gone already, but teachers were still there. The bell had, it's like we leave at 3:30. It had been 3:35. So, important part of the story. So basically, Woodwall and Jimmo were fighting while Slick was hitting me with his scooter, me and Woodwall's brother. And then, this is just insane. And then what happened? Hey guys, Will Machine back. I know there's a cut in between, but yeah, basically what happened is, while in editing, I just ran upstairs from getting my microphone. So, I just realized that it randomly deleted a part of the story. So yeah, I'll continue on with that right now. What happens next is the teacher comes out. They both get pretty scared and run off. And then the teacher blames Woodwall at first. And we're all confused to why. And anyway, they just leave. Woodwall and his brother, they just end up leaving and going home because it makes no sense to be confronted for something you didn't do. I go home. And then I remember getting a call from their family because they wanted me to give details. So I did. And the next day, he was pretty bruised, but he looked okay. I talked to him. He was okay. And apparently the school wouldn't do anything because it was off-school property. But yeah. Anyway, that was the story time now, and I'd like to conclude this video by having a huge shout out to Bobo James, who gave me this idea at some point. Bobo James is a very good friend of mine. I will leave his channel link in description and in the annotations. He makes really okay Lego stop motions, and we'll be pumping out a lot more content throughout the summer. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Bye.
All this was made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
Often I'm upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess